altitude, attitude like I'm a diamond. Hey, glow within while your surface shiny. Plus the touch is mighty. Yeah, dog, imagine my water land and I'm surface Saudi. Word to Kari, I break ground with these space jams and y'all pick apart the words and learn the story.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. An intriguing matchup tonight. Two smart, experienced ball clubs.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sidelines. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge standing by from the sidelines. David?
Hey there, Kevin. Well, we all know that Steve Kerr, the Warriors coach, has a great way with his players. He said they see through all the BS. They've got to know that you're in charge and know what you're talking about. But in the end, it's about them. Kevin?
You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. And Clark, two deep rosters in this one. Talk about the value of having a lot of guys on that bench, having those talented reserves.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. One, allows you to stay fresh, to keep guys fresh. And you also get a chance, I think, to wear out the opponent with the fresh bodies that you're able to have when you've got talented reserves at your disposal.
So the Rockets win the tip. And here's Houston. Here's the starting group for Houston. Melo and Tucker are the forwards. The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. And it's Capella in at center.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Now, here is Harden. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Curry passes it to Durant. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Durant kicks to Curry. Here's Green, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Houston. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pulls up, high post. Kept alive by Houston. Tucker dishes to Harden. 6 to shoot.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Yeah, Klay Thompson, such a perfect fit on the Warriors. A versatile defender, can score playing off the ball, and just plays the game the right way.
And here is Curry following the 3 from Chris Paul. The tray, and another 3 for Golden State.
And Kevin, that 3 ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Now here's Paul. Capella kicks it to Tucker. Knocked away. Back to Capella. Shoots over Cousins, and that one goes long.
I think they got to get it going. A 1-for-5 start, not what they wanted.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry against Paul. The baseline J. And he hits the jump shot. Paul's got 5.
You know, I don't care how tight you play him. It's very hard to keep Paul from knocking that shot down. His in-between game is lethal.
Now here's Durant. Back to Curry. Durant against Anthony. Durant kicks to Curry. Here's Green. Plays it up and banks it in. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Durant. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Cousins inside, Capella covering. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Credit the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jordan Bell's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Warriors leading by 5. Here's McCaw. He kicks it to Cousins. Got it. Good job in the low post. Cousins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Anderson. In the corner, it's Gordon. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for the Golden State Warriors. Iguodala outside. Here's Cousins, up and in from the low block. Cousins has got 8 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 9. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. You know, I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, guys, their play in the low post has been excellent right off the bat.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Iguodala out there with Bell. And there's Livingston. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's McCaw in at the 2. That's the Warriors' 5. Now, here is Bell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McCaw, the pass to Iguodala. It's stolen by Ennis. They push it up 4 on 3. Nene trying to get open. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Gordon.
Well, you know, one of the things about Mike D'Antoni is that he's an excellent offensive mind, but he gives his players so much confidence. His defensive reputation is not as strong, but with the Rockets last season, they actually were a lockdown team at times. D'Antoni answering those critics about not being a defensive-minded coach.
3 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Hall finds Gordon. Nene against Cousins. Inside. Got a hand on it. Here's Livingston. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And D'Antoni back in the catbird seat after some difficult seasons with the Knicks and the Lakers.
Yeah, I love Mike D'Antoni. Love how he comments and interacts with the media and how he handles his team. He's got a team committed to shooting the long ball, and he gives his players a lot of freedom and confidence.
Timeout called, the Rockets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Harden kicks to Capella. Harden the pass to Capella. Anthony looking it over from downtown, drains it from beyond the arc. Anthony's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Enes Kanter, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league, Enes Kanter. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there, too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Jerebko kicks to Thompson from 17 feet out. Jerebko can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 7. Outside, Green. Green draws the double. And the pass to Capella. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. From outside the arc, the Warriors pull it in. Murray finds Thompson. The shot misses. Great tee that time from Green. A shot by Harden, wide open. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Jerebko. No points in the game yet for him. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. It's Curry outside. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his 2nd this quarter.
To the middle. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Durant.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And here's Harden for 3. And no good that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've got
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. It was DeMarcus Cousins who got hot in the first. He had 10 points and 3 rebounds. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Too much of their offense was perimeter-based. To be successful in this league, you have to score in the paint. Now, that doesn't mean you have to run your offense through the low post, but you got to send guys to the baskets on pick and rolls, dribble drives, whatever, to create high percentage opportunities you can win with.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston, the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Melo and Tucker are the forwards. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times, I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry.
What a family of shooters the Currys are. Dell, Seth, Steph, they can all shoot the lights out, but if they have a family three-point contest, I think I'd have to go with this man here. I think I'm going with Steph.
And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a two-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Anthony. Harden against Thompson. Outside Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. Launches a 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
Passes to Ennis. Kicks to Nene. Just 5 to shoot. Off target at the rim. Warriors leading by 12. Curry on the wing. Defended by Paul. Curry can't get it to go. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Ennis. The shot missing. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Curry dishes to Thompson. Rockets with the rebound. Paul outside. Outside Gordon. Pass to Anderson. Over Green. The Rockets with another miss. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Thompson passes to Green. Back to Thompson. Green taking his time here. Thompson outside. Curry wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one. Timeout called, the Rockets.
You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
Some changes for Golden State. Bell is checked in for Draymond Green. Patrick McCaw comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Gerald Green in for James Ennis. Cousins against Capella. And they double up Cousins. And that one is good. Cousins has got 12 in the game. And Clark, talk about the Rockets' identity, their style of play.
Yeah, it's all about the analytics, quite honestly. They're looking for drives and three-point field goals. Constant pressure on the defense. The long-range ball spaces the floor. And defensively, they're going to try to switch and keep the ball in front and deny the same three-pointers they're looking for at their offensive end from the opposition.
Livingston kicks to McCaw. Back to Livingston. The pass to Cousins. Here's McCaw. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Livingston. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Here's Bell. Here's Cousins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, Cousins is a wrecking ball inside, guys. Effective at using his size to draw the contact close to the rim. He's a hard guy to defend.
And he sinks the second. Stolen. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The war. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team.
All right, we got to move the ball. We got to spread the floor. The only way we get it. If you go in, don't take a hard shot. Go around. Pass somebody else.
Ball movement, a crucial part of the game, Greg. Spot-on assessment by Coach D'Antoni.
I mean, no reason to take difficult, low-percentage shots. Let's just move the basketball, and eventually something will open up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Katie and Bell are down low together. Curry and McCaw are the 1 and the 2. And it's Iguodala in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5.
And Durant has just such a fluid release, very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Harden kicks to Anthony. Back to Harden. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Curry finds Iguodala. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Harden the pass to Capella. Lobbed up there for Green. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Dishes it to Curry. Rocket 6. Down low. And Durant gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, most figured Melo would go to the Rockets after the buyout trade to Atlanta last summer. He's playing for a coach he used to butt heads with in New York with Mike D'Antoni. Melo has some proving to do this year, whether he wants to acknowledge it or not.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Patrick McCaw. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Ennis is checked in. Green kicks to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow! Curry's got 31. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Warriors leading by 18. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Thompson against Harden. Curry outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here is Harden. Outside Anthony. Back to Harden. There's the triple. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
Curry dishes to Thompson. He kicks it to Green. Outside Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 37 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
And knocking down a bunch of them, too. Outstanding shooting in this fourth quarter.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Green taking his time here. Shoots from the baseline. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Carter Williams. He feeds it to Nene. Back to Carter Williams. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here is Green. Now Ennis. Clock at 6. To the middle, snatched away. Curry outside, can't connect. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, now your father Dell says it.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.